Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going on the review on the FUT birthday Ivan Perisic. We're going to go through the card, details, stats, clips and summary. Before we get into all that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when I upload, and comment down below which card you're going to grab from the FUT birthday and which card you would like to see from the FUT birthday cards next. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, this is the team that I used Ivan Perisic in, playing on the right side of that midfield as well as in the attack midfield position and the striker spot as well. I wanted to try him in all three to see how he fared in all three of those positions. And overall guys, my first impressions of this card, really fantastic card in terms of how he plays, what he was able to do on the ball, and a bunch of other things as well to do with his attacking play, which we'll get into shortly. Without further ado though, let's just get into the review. Ivan Perisic, 6'1", medium work rate, left footed, 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, 6 games played, 12 goals scored and no assists. Overall guys, everything is fantastic on this card apart from one thing, those medium work rates. I would like that to be high, medium or medium low. His positioning is a bit awry when he's in that attacking midfield spot. He does struggle a little more in terms of his positioning, and you have to maybe wait a little bit in the transition when he's coming forward as well. 6 games played, 12 goals scored says it all. He should have had a couple assists for me, but overall guys, I feel like his return was very good considering where I was playing him, and I was looking to create more goal scoring opportunities with him, so I did love how this card played for me in general as well. Getting into the chemistry style guys, I put an engine on him. I wanted to see what that did to him in terms of playstyle, and it didn't actually change from this, even though his shooting looks like it could use a boost as well. I feel like the engine suited him really well, and I didn't change this once I stuck this on, which brings us into the key pros and cons of this card. The key pros of this card, I feel like his passing is better than what the card suggests. Even though it says 85 and 80, I feel like it's a little bit better than that. Stamina is good, general attack positioning is good, dribbling is pretty decent across the board, and this guy's got a nice set of stats all across the board, which is nice to have. In terms of cons though guys, he does of course have that lower agility, lower acceleration for a winger as well. And generally he would need a bit of a helping hand on the passing as well. It is a little bit lower than would be expected for a right midfielder. However guys, I do still feel like the passing was better than what was suggested here. Overall guys, again, really nice, well-rounded skill set in terms of what this player has and what he's able to do on the ball. I found him to be one of the more well-rounded players, and you'll see that especially in the clips as well, what he's able to do, and going into it in the final summary as well, who I think he plays a lot like, which is KhalilPlays. He played very similar to that card and is able to do that. I feel like the chemistry style that I put on helped him in certain aspects I wanted to help him in as well, so that certainly did give me a bit of a helping hand with regards to how this card played for me. Finally guys, in terms of the player traits, he only has the one trait to speak of, which is the flair trait. No other traits to speak of. Now guys, I was actually shocked at this because he feels like he should have the finesse shot trait. His finesse shots are absolutely incredible, so I was really surprised he didn't have that, but overall just the one trait to shout home about. But now that we've covered that, we're going to get into some of the clips that I got with him. So guys, getting to some of Ivan Perisic's clips. And what you guys can see here is his general ability to play 1 off that right side, 2 in the attacking midfield position, and 3 up front. Now guys, the first thing I want to get into is his pace, and this is both a good thing and a bad thing. He does have a reasonable level of pace guys, which is good for a player of his size, but linking into that point right there is that his size really does affect his pace. He doesn't feel as quick as he should, and especially because of his size, I think his acceleration is lower than his sprint speed, so I feel like this does need a bit of a helping hand when it comes to this card. When we get into his shooting next, which actually was a really big surprise for me, although in the first couple of clips you guys can see some of the misses he was getting, some of the goals you're going to see at the end were absolutely phenomenal. Just what he was able to do over and over again, whether it was finesse shots or power shots, he was just a very, very good finisher. Now guys, that is without me boosting the shooting, and I would say that his best position is striker. If you do give him a boost to his shooting, he's going to be absolutely unstoppable on the shooting department, scoring goals from almost anywhere you fancy. The next thing I'm going to get into guys is his passing. I feel like his passing is good even without a boost. I feel like the engine boost actually helped him a lot as well in terms of just being able to create chances and keep it simple. I feel like the low passing may be a reason why I didn't see as many assists as I thought I would with this card, and maybe I've overestimated how good his passing is, but I feel like this card was just very good passer in general. Anyway, getting on to the next part of his game, which is his dribbling. His dribbling is very good, and this is the part that reminds me so much of another player which you guys have seen in the summary, which is KhalilPlays. His dribbling is really technical. He's able to move well in between the lines, able to shift the ball past defenders easily, and because he's got such a big stride as well, he's able to move very quickly and passed along a far distance there to be able to create an easy chance for himself, or create space, or create opportunities to play through balls, or other such things. Just getting into some of the goals now, guys, and you guys are seeing some of these finesse shots as well. They are absolutely ridiculous, some of these goals that I'm scoring, and that's one of the things that was really surprising for me, was that his shooting doesn't appear on the face of the card to be that good. So when you do get shooting and finishing like this, it really is a big plus. His physicality is also fantastic, guys. He's big, strong, aggressive, so it all plays into the card of him being a very good striker, or at least, if you do want to play him out of the wing, a very good winger as well, with the right chemistry style. Overall, guys, easy enough to finish off chances, whether it's his left foot, whether it's his right foot, because of that 5-star weak foot as well. Another lovely pro of this card. I mean, the technique he displays on half of these shots is just phenomenal as well. Just sticking away a lot of these with a lot of ease, even managing to get a couple of skill moves in there as well. And then this final clip here, guys, more of the same, linking up the play from deep where he needs to, dribbling past a couple of opponents there, taking it past another one here, and then cutting onto that left foot there and finessing it into the net. So guys, getting to this final Ivan Perisic summary, 397 on the PlayStation 3, 4, 5 on the Xbox, and 400 on the PC. As at the time of this review, we will not be doing a price comparison, guys. The prices are so volatile right now. We'll do that more as we get into the reviews on Sunday and Monday. But getting into the key stats, guys, you guys can see across the board, like I mentioned, very good stats in mostly everything. I think his agility and balance, of course, do need a bit of a helping hand. His passing could use a little bit of helping hand too, but I think it's better than what it suggested on this card. His shooting is really good, guys. I didn't even touch that, and he was finishing them for fun, especially those finesse shots, so really overpowered in that regard too. In terms of chemistry style, I put the engine on him. That one seemed to do wonders for me in terms of what you're able to do with this card when you have that engine on him. You can, of course, go with something different depending on where you're going to play him. So if you're going to play him up front, maybe a hunter would be the way to go in terms of just boosting the right level of just shooting ability as well in general. I think there's a number of ways you can go about this card, maybe even just ignoring the pace entirely if you wanted to play him as an attacking midfielder, and boosting using the Maestro chemistry style to boost his passing and his dribbling stats as well, and some shooting stats too. There's a number of ways you can go with it, guys, so do let me know what you will be choosing with this card. In terms of similar players, guys, now there is one particular card that I think he's very similar to, and I'm glad it's popped up here, is Kulusevski. I think the dribbling style, the movement style, even the size and the way he plays, I think Kulusevski is a very good card, and I think he's maybe slightly better than Perisic on the face of it. But this Ivan Perisic is so capable on the ball. It really is very similar to Kulusevski in how he plays and what he's able to do. In terms of linkability, guys, you've got perfect links to Brozovic in there, strong links, of course, to the icon Shuker, other Inter players, Handanovic, Martinez, Eriksson, Lukaku as well, and as well as strong links to Ante Rebic and other players across the league from that nation. The final thing to get into, guys, of course, which is the price, we won't get into so much, which leads me on to my final recommendation about this card, and it will take me a little bit of time to go through this, guys, so just bear with me. I think this card is fantastic. I think this is one of the better cards that this promo has come out with. The fact that he's left-footed with 5-star weak foot as well just means he's perfect in terms of playing on that right midfield slot. However, guys, I do think that his best slot is up top in that striker position. If you can find yourself a way to work around a striker to a right winger card, maybe using a Lautaro Martinez, and then putting this Ivan Perisic up top and using him as sort of a target man almost as well, because he's got the heading accuracy, he's got the strength, the size, all of it is there, packaged in for you to use this card in a specific way. That's not to say, guys, that he cannot play on the wing. He is capable of playing in any of the forward positions, whether it's right winger, whether it's cam, right midfielder, striker. He's able to do it all. Centre forward as well. He could do everything that you need him to in the attack, but I would recommend using him actually as striker. But he's a phenomenal card. No matter where you get him in your team, I 100% recommend doing this card or grabbing him, and he's definitely worth the coins. When he does drop off a little bit, I think he will drop off closer towards 300k. Maybe that's a little too low right now, but I think with the week, how it goes on, I think it will drop down there. So when it does start to drop off, pick up the card then, 100% worth it. Hope you guys did enjoy this review. If you did, please do smash that like button. Until next time, I will see you all in a bit.